This week on Healthy Living, how do individuals manage their health issues through medical care and spirituality? What do experts say about traditional healing versus medical care? Let's take a look. Some African countries continue to confront FGM despite global efforts to end the practice. We'll have these stories and more in this edition of Healthy Living. Hello, I'm Kamiti Kibayasi. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Healthy Living. Public health professionals can learn about the connection between health and spirituality. Many people find that good health can enhance their spiritual experiences, and spirituality can positively impact their mental and emotional health. Individuals may seek ways to improve their mental health through both physical care, such as exercise or therapy, as well as spiritual practices like mindfulness, meditation, or prayers. Research has shown that participating in religious activities can improve overall health and wellness, but there is an extreme. For instance, in Africa, millions of people still turn to prayer camps for healing instead of seeking medical care in hospitals. This oftentimes leads to otherwise preventable deaths when health conditions go beyond medical help. But experts say apart from religious beliefs, high cost of health care, one reason prayer camps are flourishing. Timothy Obiezo reports from Abuja, Nigeria.
3 years ago, Immaculate Joshua noticed an unusual swelling in her left breast. It soon turned sore and discharged blood. Without seeking hospital diagnosis, she suspected it was cancer, and she says after visiting various spiritual healing homes, the pain eventually ceased.
I believe in God. I called one of my spiritual father. He said I should use salt and warm water. When I use it up to then, nothing happened to me. I didn't sick again.
But that wasn't a one-off. Josh has been relying on prayer camps for years to fix many family problems, including financial constraints. And right now, she's hoping to get healing for her husband's blindness. It all started 2 years ago with a blurry vision.
I believe that God will do it when his appropriate time comes. You can't force God or you can't rush God.
Nigeria strikes a delicate balance between its Muslim and Christian populations. Last year, Washington-based Pew Research Center ranked the country as second most prayerful nation on earth, only after Afghanistan. But health experts are raising concerns that some citizens turning only to prayer over their health conditions often leads to complications and deaths.
Spiritual beliefs and practices are already deeply rooted, and often people prioritize them over conventional science-based medical treatment. So is a major issue in Nigeria.
Yes! Mike Michaels, an Abuja-based pastor, says ignorance and poverty are to blame and that prayers and healthcare should work together.
God's provision for your healing cuts across medicine also. And it's a right mindset to have so that you don't just see drugs as an escape from God. So there is that balance. The problem is when you see medicine in itself as able to heal you outside of God. And I think that's where the issue is. So medicine is provided by God because God is the master scientist.
Michael says despite the perception, many churches like his are trying to set the record straight.
I also know that a lot of churches are doing a lot of ministries are doing a lot to help create some kind of awareness and even help provide free medical services to people. Even our ministry, we've reached out to several people. We've done medical outreaches, helped people to get them free glasses, done rapid tests for malaria and some other sicknesses.
Only 6% of Nigeria's annual budget is allotted to the healthcare system, making out-of-pocket spending on health too high. But health experts say until many more religious bodies create a balanced perspective of health and spirituality in their teachings, people like Joshua will likely continue to hold firm to what they believe. Timothy Obiezu, VOA Africa, Abuja, Nigeria.
We asked viewers to share their thoughts on health and spirituality and which of the two they put their trust in most. Here are some reactions from Mombasa, Kenya.
I 100% believe in prayer. 100%. Yes, I believe that prayer can heal because I have actually been in situations where I have been unwell and I took prayer seriously and I saw the results. I mean, if you have a wound and then you decide that you're just going to pray, I don't think it's quite effective.
I do believe that prayer has the power of healing. That's because there is always a strong bonding with God when you pray and you feel that healing and the peaceful structure within you.
My view on prayer as a healing factor is that I might believe that prayer heals, yes, but when you're praying, you have to manifest. You can't pray and you don't have faith. You have to manifest that you will heal. You can't just pray and you don't have faith that you will heal. I believe prayer heals, but first you have to believe that you're going to be healed.
I believe prayer has a big role in healing. In the scriptures, the Bible tells us that if any of you is sick, let him call the elders to pray for him, and a prayer of faith will heal him from his diseases. Well, I believe there is a role for medication in the scriptures, because even in the Bible, some of the Bible's apostles and writers were physicians. Example, Luke, who wrote the book of Luke and the book of Acts. He was a physician.
As for me, I believe prayer heals, because sometimes I was mentally sick, but I believed in prayer, and at the end of the journey, I was well without taking any medication. Whatever you hope for, whether you are sick, you become ill, but there are some extents or kind of diseases which can't be healed by just prayers.
I do believe in a prayer to heal. Why do I believe so? Because I know prayers works. As long as you believe in God, He can make miracles for you. For example, if I have a problem or if I'm sick, I always pray. And always God answer my prayers.
Health and spirituality are beneficial, but it takes recognizing their unique roles while appreciating how they enhance each other. Spiritual practices can vary widely, including prayer, meditation, mindfulness, yoga, or simply spending time in nature. These practices can enhance inner peace and self-awareness. Here is what an expert, Anton Gimbi, a clinical psychologist in DRC, has to say.
Merci d'abord pour la question.
First, there's spirituality, and then there's health. Two factors that are closely interconnected, each playing a unique role in society. In health, we encounter medicine, which often focuses on illness. When we fall ill, we tend to seek help from doctors and medicine in our search for healing. However, when medicine fails to provide the solutions we seek, we often turn to spirituality, hoping to find peace and healing from the problems that surround us. Indeed, modern medicine has made significant advancements, enabling humans to manage various illnesses effectively. However, I believe we cannot move directly from health to spirituality without first addressing health concerns. When our health deteriorates, we seek medical assistance. If medicine cannot provide a solution, only then do we turn to spirituality. Thus, there is a necessary progression. When health fails us, we can explore spirituality. I believe spirituality can offer valuable support when traditional medicine falls short.
Despite global efforts to stop the practice of female genital mutilation (FGM), the harmful tradition continues to affect the lives and health of millions of women and girls in Somalia. Reporter Najib Ahmed has this story from the capital Mogadishu in Somalia.
This 17-year-old lives with her family in a camp for the internally displaced in Mogadishu. She says she's a victim of female genital mutilation, or FGM, a harmful traditional practice defined by the World Health Organization as the partial or total removal of the external female genitalia for non-medical reasons. Since the procedure 12 years old, she has lived with persistent pain, health problems, and emotional trauma. She chose to speak to VOA anonymously because she fears backlash for speaking about a taboo topic.
I went through a lot of pain, lost a lot of blood because of excessive bleeding, and suffered from recurring infections, which still gives me nightmares. I hope my sisters will not undergo the pain I went through.
FGM persists in Somalia because of the common belief that uncut girls and women are promiscuous, unclean, and physically undesirable. The United Nations says 98% of the Somali girls and women ages between 15 to 49 have undergone some form of FGM, and despite its devastating health effects, talking about it is forbidden in the culture. Midwife Shamsa Ali Mohammed performed FGM for over 20 years, but now she is one of the many women fighting to end the practice.
We used to circumcise a lot of girls, but we have now stopped the practice since IFRA Foundation trained us. We now raise awareness against FGM as it hurts women and girls, and many are suffering during labor because of this harmful practice.
IFRA Foundation is a non-profit working to end FGM in Somalia. Its founder, Somali-Irish social activist Ifrah Ahmed, says her organization's engagement have persuaded hundreds of people to pledge not to practice any form of FGM.
I don't want people to see me just interfering to the community. So we trained all the leaders, religious leaders, women's group, authorities in districts. So we allowed them to start the conversation and build the dialogue about female genital mutilation.
Another organization, SASA Together, aims to mobilize the community, also aims to abolish FGM. Mohamed Mursal is a UNFPA program specialist who works with SASA Together.
As an organization, we are fighting to eradicate FGM in Somalia by closely working with the government of Somalia, especially the Minister of Family Affairs, to come up with a legal framework that criminalizes FGM in Somalia.
Although the Somali constitution prohibits FGM and describes it as cruel and degrading, no national law exists that criminalizes the practice. Anti-FGM activists say unless that happens, girls and women will continue to suffer. Najib Ahmed, VOA Africa, Mogadishu, Somalia.
That's our show for today. For more health news, wellness tips, and medical breakthroughs, stay connected to Voice of America at voaafrica.com. You can follow me on X at MkamitiVOA. Until next time, stay well and strive to make every day a healthy day.